Flying Chapel Reception Hall. Okay. So this is the reception hall. According to the pamphlet, we're right here. Hello? Yikes. We're pretty high up, but at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here. Mr. Wright, Maya, does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. So, do you mind if we take a look around? That'd be my guest. We've pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead. Now's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. What happened? Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case. So what do you think you could give us as a rundown? Oh, do you think you can give us a rundown? Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday on September 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. p.m. to 10 p.m., huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you? Time traveling? Well, what do you mean? Oh, nothing. Forget it. It's pretty much the response I expected. His name is Dumas Gloomsbury. He's a servant on the Sprocket family household. Okay. That's gonna be important. Also, I'm like, this is so close to my actual anniversary. Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers. Just a day. A day. It would have been the same. That would have been freaky. Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also a very close and private man. The other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back. Yeah, I can see that. If he was the lead servant, he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. What makes the police think Ellen killed this man, a guy who was essentially her boss? Have you ever had a boss before who wasn't Mia? You don't know the defendant's motive yet. But the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her. And what circumstances are these exactly? Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hand. Oh, that's not good. Why'd a bride who was just about to start a happy new life kill someone? Do the police have an explanation for that? Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back. But why did he attack her to begin with? Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Bloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. Says Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first, but if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick? It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that, but I wonder what Edgeworth will have up his sleeve to counter that claim. But wow, a servant girl marrying the future president of such a large company. It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. It does, doesn't it? Thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently. All right, yeah, give me. This is my list of suspects coming right here. All right, tell me about the murder weapon first. Then my list of suspects. So what was the murder weapon, Emma? This clock with a secret mechanism built into it is on display here in the reception hall. I've seen this before. I mean, not that, but this clock with a secret mechanism. The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? That's funny, there's no blood on it as far as I can tell. Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence. There's definitely a luminol reaction. And it matches up with the shapes of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. Nope. What a funny looking clock. Larry! Timekeeper, the idea is that it's a time machine. When the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day. Time machine, huh? Come to think of it, Ellen said that her pendant was a part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. Timekeeper added to the court record. Murder weapon dubbed the Timekeeper. It's a clock with a secret mechanism. Alright, tell me about the star-crossed marriage. Suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on. She was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? It's not surprising that ruffled a feather or two. Yes, apparently the groom's parents and all his other relatives were strongly opposed. Alright. So, they're suspects now. Stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity. Oh, is that how it works? Yup. If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I am a qualified expert. I spend all my spare time in Korea and watching soap operas on TV. I'm not sure it's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya. Oh, by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment, too. The sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her. So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who oppose their marriage to begin with, huh? Huh? After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. Well, but they had the reception, so... alright, never mind. Are we done? Am I looking around now? Tell me about the timekeeper? So you're sure this is the murder weapon in the case? Positive. The shape of the victim's injuries and the shape of this clock are a perfect match. Let's see. I dare say that if somebody were to get knocked over the head with this thing, it's more likely to cut off their future than send them to the past. Ha! I can't disagree with you there. Something I can do to help you with that. Actually, I was hoping it would help me move my investigation along. Sorry, this isn't going to do much for you here, I'm afraid. That's too bad. Oh, don't look so glum. You have to keep a positive outlook. Break was something sweet. I recommend snack goose myself. Try some. No thanks. I appreciate the offer, though. Self, you don't know what you're missing. Alright. Nothing there. Got it. Come on. Is this conversation over? That was... I feel like there's nothing to that. I'm a lawyer. Hang. Last desperation gasp. Alright, fine. We'll move... examine around. Why is that there? Ah! This must be the lantern the body was found in. Alan managed to move it quite a ways. Looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken. That's not a cow, Nick. That's a Pegasus. The flying horse. No way. It's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything. But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. It says Pegasus, I tell you. Huh. Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called, Pegamoo. So it's a Pegasus and a horse. I get it. I did not see that coming. Yet somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh. That's strange. What is? Well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegabull, right? Yeah, I'd say so, with the horns and all. Okay, well... that Pegamoo there is also a Pegabull. But take a look at the pamphlet. See, the one on the right says Pegabull, but... the other one says Pegacow, a female Pegamoo! Right. The pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple. What an odd tradition. So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos, but for some reason there are two males here. Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room? Or maybe that Pegamoo wasn't in the room. Hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. Broken lantern added to the court record. The Pegabull lantern in which the victim's body was found. In any case, we better check this thing out. Yeah, there's a body thing there. So this is where the body was found. And the first person to find it was Ellen. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found? See, the victim was apparently hit on the head, back of the head. Photo of the scene as we found it. Okay, can I get that for my court record? Oh, perfect. Photo victim. Photo victim added to the court record. The victim was discovered inside one of the lanterns in the reception hall. What's that? What do you think this is, Maya? Looks like a flower petal to me. What an unusual shape for a flower petal. You suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall? No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. I wonder where it came from. There are light bulbs in there. Oh. Suicide note, got it. Hey, what's this? Grab Ellen when convenient. Send her off from the Vista deck. Alright, so that's instructions. Oh, let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck. Looks like a note outlining the murder plot. Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush. Why do you say that? Because it's smeared. Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page. Guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert. Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly. Alright, let's get back to the note. Note was apparently written by the victim. But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it? Is he really the head of the Quickie Mart? I sometimes write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour. Maya, are you craving curry rice or something? Whoops. So Emma, where's this Vista deck the note mentions? The heliport you see right outside the window over there. They plan on pushing Ellen off from there? What a monster. Bloomsbury note added to the court record. A note found near the victim's body. The writing is smudged as though written by a right-handed person. What about this? This come from the lantern? Heck, it's covered in blood. Maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern? Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered in blood? That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. I guess that about does it for this lantern. Wait, I wasn't done. Oh, hello, what are you? A model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding. A propeller plane like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Oh, I'd love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the clouds over Neo, Tokyo. If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening. Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later. Please at least wait until after the trial is over. Alright, what about you? I'm suspicious of you. Wow, look at the horns on this flying bovine. He must be a bull. It seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece. I look at those wheels, I bet he can be rolled around rather easily too. Yeah, I bet it'd be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. So it'd be an easy way to move a body. Got it. That makes sense. This is what the backside looks like. What's that by the bottom of his tail? Wheel handle? Oh, I get it. This way they can get inside to change the light bulbs. I see they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted. I guess they figured nobody would see it, so why bother? Wait, what about the other one? Go back to the, I want to go back to the other one. Makes sense to cut costs where you can. Dang. Oh, wait. Dang. Well, overall, I can't say I see anything strange about this thing other than the fact that it's a Pegamoo. And finally, look at this. Oh. That's the Vista deck out there. I bet the view is amazing, but I guess it must also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick? Yeah, kinda. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. This is the sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit. But they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though. They say that newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know. They have to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings, barely get to eat any of their own dinner, barely get any drinks throughout the night, and I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner. I wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it. Say Bryce and Hannah have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. Those tight corsets squeezing their waist, they can barely eat a bite. Really? Sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture. So good. I guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. Oh. This must be where the time machine was placed. I can't believe that such a beautiful memento is used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, we have to prove Alan's innocence no matter what it takes. I agree. We can't let this go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. What an oddly specific thing. I think that about does it for this area. Wait, I wasn't done. I wasn't done? Hold on. Ooh, I got it. The hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think? Yeah, but I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. I'm sure it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. Ooh. I wonder what this partition is for. I imagine people like the reception staff or entertainers use it. They probably wait behind it when they're on standby. I see. With a partition of this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back there. Not that anyone sane would. It's a fog machine. I wonder if they used it during the reception. Oh! Hey, Nick! Go stand over there for a sec. Why? Just because. Now go! Alright. I've got a bad feeling about this, and yet I did it anyway. Fogmaster 9000 on! No! Huh? Ah, nothing happened. Looks like it won't work without some dry ice. Darn it, all I wanted to do was surround you in a thick cloud of smoke. Fog machine added to the court record, okay. Device that utilizes dry ice to emit a large amount of thick fog-like vapor. Oh, that's gonna be a thing. Oh, it kicked me out. All right. Fine. We'll go the other way. Got you. Oh, there's another fog machine? It's a fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it. Spoil sport! Because I know how you operate. Now we just... Oh. That's one big partition screen, industrial size even. I bet it'd cause an industrial sized mess if it fell over. And that's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. What? Then who's going to test how stable it is? Just leave it alone, please. Oh, wait. Aha! Oh my god. It looks like a business card wallet. I wonder whose it is. That face looks awfully familiar. Almost like someone we've seen in every single game so far, Nick. Yes. Yes, it does. Guess I'll bring it back to him later. Business card wallet added to the court record. A business card holder with a peculiar yet suspiciously familiar imprint on the center. Well, I guess that just about does it for the crime scene. Hey, Nick! I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well since we're here. True, we might even run into some other people involved in the case. Who are you? Nick, how long has that guy been standing there? I didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? Here, what's his name? Soren? Huh? Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane. I guess we're supposed to read it then? Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Got it. We were just leaving. Well, that was a rather cold welcome. Right, Maya? Meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket. Soren. That's what I said. Or to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation. So he's Ellen's fiance? Hey, I'm defending your wife, I think, because they were at the reception, so they got married. I'll say the reception first. Who does that? Oh, there he goes. Eccentric. Could you imagine doing the wedding after, and then for whatever reason it felt like the whole thing falls apart, and then the whole celebration was for nothing? I want to make that a thing. Eccentric. Hey, here. He's the genius inventor behind many Sprocket Aviation business model successes. Inventor, huh? Sorry, I was too focused on revolutionizing weddings. Yep, he even designed this airship. That's pretty impressive. Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking. We have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen. Oh, right. Looked like he was heading outside. Back to the mooring dock? Oop, wrong button. There he is. Excuse me, could we talk to you? Or at least get messages through paper planes? Excuse me, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? His interrogation is going to be insufferable. He sure is writing up a storm. It is possible, if an enormous change then theoretically, matter can retain its form even as it crosses the event horizon. Let's just see what he has to say about Ellen. Tell me about Ellen. Excuse me, but we'll be representing Ellen in court tomorrow. So could we ask you about the case? Did I just get whacked in the head? Ow! What the? Not interested? Not interested? How can you say something like that? This is about your fiancée. She's under arrest, you know. Diameter of the airship is approximately 80 feet. The amount of energy necessary to move the matter comprised of that amount of masses. He's off in his own little world. I can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest. Must have to talk on his level then with something he might be interested in. Something he might be interested in. Oh, But no, not. Here's Larry's wallet. Oh, I'll give you that. Could you take a look at this? Ooh. Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant. Say you two are Ellen's lawyers? Yes, I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought. He wasn't even listening? Oh boy. Not at all what I expected based on Ellen's gushing testimonial anyway. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. We'd like to ask you about Ellen's case if you don't mind. You know nothing about it? Well, why don't you go ask the police? In other words, not interested. This guy is the worst. Now I feel sorry for poor Ellen. In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time? There we go. Guess that got your attention. So, is time travel really even possible? Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. At the same time, it's also impossible. The pendant I gave Ellen is not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper, that clock we had displayed in the reception hall, that is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too. What Ellen experienced is akin to traveling down a road by a car key. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless, maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interfered with the natural flow of the fourth dimension. We're losing him again. Maybe we'd better ask him some more about the time machine. Yeah, tell me about the time machine. So you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through space-time continuum would be man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel is a mode of transportation. Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious methods for transportation. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships, but they are all fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. Generation Spark Aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap. Yeah, is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff he was saying mean, Nick? Well, basically it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-through to it, I guess. Oh, I get it. It's the same burger, but with quicker and more efficient delivery system. So what Soren really wants to do is launch humanity into the future. Launch, not lunch. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It becomes truly impossible when men stop daring to believe. Besides, time travel is to exist, you know. But you wouldn't understand. You hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist. All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around. Oh, I don't know, I kind of like the way he talks. It's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought, too, when it comes to inventions anyway. Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling, though. So I hear that the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? We lost him. Hi. Master Soren. Have the meeting on the next term's project. Daydreaming about your inventions again. Tut tut, you are the future president. You must consider the business side, too. He did it. His eye, I found Soren. Send the car over at once. Not interested. Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Nope, he left. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicody. Pierce. Please call me Pierce. No, I got nothing. I'm the Sprocket family butler. Nineka Butler! I didn't know they actually still existed. I thought they were just on TV and stuff. Who might you be, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen Wyatt's lawyer. And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Oh, so it is you. I'm most grateful to you for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. Don't mention it. So, hey, speaking of the case... Oh, one moment, please. Uh-oh. Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch. Oh, it is just a bit of a good luck charm. It's one expensive good luck charm, but I guess it makes sense knowing that time is pretty important in his line of work. So I guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badge is to me. There's little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. When I come to Sprocket Manor. Huh? You mean to Soren's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Ellen's defense, I'd like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments. Oh boy, Nick, a fancy high society tea party! With high-class snacks and everything! What about the investigation? Are you kidding? What better place to investigate than Soren's house? I don't know, do you really think his house is going to give us any new leads? I mean, it's not going to not give us leads. Of course it will. I say we take the butler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place. All right, you win. Very good, to Sprocket Manor then. All right then, I guess we'll go there.